Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Alyssa and I build Lego sets as well as film lifestyle type videos. So today's going to be another Saturday series video. As a lot of you guys know, I dye my hair myself, so I thought I would make a video on how exactly I do that. So I'm just going to kind of be retouching up so my roots are pretty grown out, and then I'll just kind of put the pink all over, like it's super uneven right now, so like there's a bunch of light pieces and then, but anyways, before we get started, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to make sure you stay updated on all my future videos. And with that, we're just gonna kind of get started. I'm gonna mix up my bleach and then we'll kind of go from there. So this is the stuff that I use. It's the like Wella brand. So I use the 20 volume and the 40 volume. I kind of just mix some of them together a little bit to make a little bit higher than a 20. So that's kind of how I do it. I've been doing it that way for years. So I'm just gonna put in 1 scoop of the powder. So, and then with the 40 volume, I do about half of a scoop, a little less than that, and then I'll fill the rest of this one with a 20 all the way to the top. I'll dump that one in, and then I'll do one more of just a 20. And then I have this like teeny tiny little whisk, and I just kind of like whisk it together to mix it. It mixes it a little bit better, I feel like, than just using the brush with it. Okay, so that looks pretty good, all mixed up together. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and brush my hair. I'm gonna section it. I do it into 4 sections, so I'm just gonna kind of do that next. So I do put a mirror behind me so that I can kind of see in the back of my head, otherwise I don't know how I would do the back, because I do it all myself, so trying to just make sure like the parts are all straight and everything. So when I split the top from the bottom, I kind of go like behind my ear, and then I go up to basically the tippity top of my head. So I kind of leave my finger there and then pull it up. And then that's kind of how I get this part. And then I just use these like, I don't know what you call them, alligator clips, something like that. Just kind of hold all those sections. Hi! Hey! I always get so curious what I'm doing whenever I dye my hair. I don't know if you can hear her. Okay, so that's about good for now. I am going to start this one, so I'm going to take this out first. I do wear gloves, so put those on now. So I know a lot of hairstylists like to start with the back, but I like to start with the front because I care about the front more than I do about the back. You know, if the back isn't perfect, I can still kind of cover that up because it is the back. But the front is the most important, and I want to make sure to get it on this as much as possible and make sure that's good. Also, if the front needs to be rinsed before the back does, I can easily do that because I just like put my head down in the shower and just kind of rinse that off, and then I'll leave the bottom part. But it's harder to do it if it's reversed, especially since I'm doing it on myself. Like I don't have those like nice little sinks or anything, or I can just kind of sit back in it. I just use like my same shower and everything, so that's why I do that. I'm basically gonna try not to cover the bleach on anything that already has color. So basically I'm just doing the brown, which that's my natural hair color right there, and I'm just gonna kind of do that. You guys can just kind of listen, and I'm gonna listen to music while I do this, and it's just gonna be like the first part. Okay, so we are just about done putting all the bleach on. It took me probably about like half an hour to do all my hair. I have quite a bit of hair, but I can kind of like speed through it pretty quickly. I know it's not perfect. I guess I should have said this in the beginning, but I am not a professional. This is just how I do things. So my plan now is to leave this on for about 45 minutes, and then at that point I will decide if I need to leave it longer. I most likely will, and then I'll just keep checking it every like 5 to 10 minutes after that. Basically, we're looking for the inside of a banana peel kind of color, and I'm gonna cover it with this little like disposable shower cap, and that kind of will help keep the heat in as well and make sure it doesn't get dried out, otherwise it doesn't bleach anymore. So I am left with just a little bit left of this, so if I need to do any touch-ups or if I decide I need to leave things on any longer, I can just kind of put a little bit on. So I'm gonna be back when it's basically ready to be rinsed out. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I've left it on about 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that. So now it's ready to rinse out. So I'm gonna wash it with shampoo, and then I'm gonna put this like purple conditioner on and then rinse that out, and then I'll be back. Okay, so my hair is all washed out, and so I'm gonna let it down, see how I actually did. It's not too bad. I feel like I could have left it on a little bit longer, but I think this will work. Okay, so this is the color that I use for my hair. I use different brands depending on how I'm feeling, but I've been using Arctic Fox for a couple times now. I typically dilute it, but before I actually start dyeing my hair or getting to any of that part yet, I mix together a little bit of water and a little bit of my color, and then I kind of just put it on all of the roots in like a little squirt bottle, so it's like something like this. And that helps to be able to dye it later on once my hair is dry. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so as you can see, it's just water with some pink color in it, and I'm just gonna put it basically on any of the parts where I bleached, and then I'm gonna just kind of like bring it out of my hair basically. I'm just gonna kind of leave it in, and then we're gonna blow dry it, and then we'll get to the putting the actual color in. So I'll do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I just finished putting that like pink water in my hair. It doesn't make a huge difference, but I can tell when I do that and I go to put the rest of my color over top of it, it helps to stay better. So I don't know why it works that way, but so now I'm just gonna blow dry my hair because I need it to be dry for when I put my rest of the pink in. And so I'm gonna blow dry, and then I'll show you how I mix up my color, and then we'll put it on and keep going with that. Okay, I think we're done blow drying. It's just about like almost 100% dry. And anything that's not, it'll kind of dry as I work on my color. So, like I said, I use this color, the pink, Virgin Pink from Arctic Fox. And then I use containers to mix it in. So I have like slightly a little bit left from last time. So I'm just gonna kind of add a little bit more to this. So I mix the pink with some white, and then I also mix it with this like bluish purple periwinkle color. I like it to be a little bit deeper of a pink, but not like super bright of a pink. And I know it still looks kind of bright when I first put it on and everything, but as I wash it and everything, it kind of fades out a little bit. So but do it a little bit darker when I start, and then it'll fade as the month goes on, basically. So, and then I'm gonna put the pink in first. I'm gonna start with about that much, and then this is what I use for the white. It's the Suave, like super cheap conditioner. It's upside down because I have to, but like, that's what it is. Start with that for now. I like to make a lot all at once because I'm always afraid of running out halfway through, and then I'm able to kind of just like use whatever's left over during the month, and I'll just kind of like use it in the shower, and it kind of just refreshes my color so that I don't have to redo it. So I'm gonna put a bit more pink and the white. Okay, so right now it's a bit of like a more pinky pink, duh. But I want to make it more of like a berry pink color, so that's why I add the periwinkle color into it. So I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of that now. So I just kind of grab like a glob of it and start with that and see how I like it. And if I want to add more, I'll add more. I think that's kind of good. It's getting a little more purpley. I don't want it too purple yet. So you probably can't really tell on camera that well when I add the periwinkle, but I can tell. So, and that's what really matters. And then that's about as much as I have. I have about like a little less than half of the container, kind of. Okay, so when I put this on, I basically do it the same way-ish as the bleach. So I split my hair into 4. I use the brush and I kind of do my roots in the front first, and then I use the brush to do the ends in the front. And then in the back, I just kind of use my hands. I don't really care how the back looks. The back's not my business. So as long as everything looks somewhat okay in the back, that's all I really care about. So I'm just gonna start with that. Yeah, I definitely could have left the bleach on longer. I can definitely tell in the like underneath part that it's still a little bit too yellow, but typically when I just put the pink over it, you can't tell if it's not that even. So I'm okay with it. Okay, so we have sectioned everything, and now I'm just gonna dye the whole thing, every single part of it. So Okay, so I'm done putting all the pink on. It looks so funny right now, but typically I let this sit on for at least 2 hours. You can leave it on longer, but I try to do it at least 2. It's not damaging at all to my hair, so it doesn't really matter how long I leave it on, but I did not have that much left, so I made just about enough. I'll be back when I'm ready to rinse this off. Okay, so it's now been about 2 hours since I put my hair dye in, so I'm gonna actually wash it out now. I'm gonna take a full shower and do like everything else I need to do. But I'm not gonna shampoo it. I just kind of like use my hands and like scrub my scalp as much as I can, and then the next time I take a shower and wash my hair, that's when I use shampoo. It seems to help the color to last a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll be back when I'm out of the shower. Okay, I am now out of the shower, so this is what everything's looking like. Kind of turn around. Everything looks pretty even from what I can tell. I'm gonna let it air dry and then I will show you guys what it looks like when it's completely dry. Okay, so it is now the next day. I let my hair air dry and this is kind of what we're turning out with. I think it turned out pretty good. You can't really see any of my mistakes because of it. I'll kind of try and see if I can like turn around a little bit. You can see the back, but yeah, the pink kind of covered everything up that I needed it to. So this is kind of going to be the end of this video. Please be sure to comment down below any comments you have. Make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all my future videos. And with that, I will talk to you guys in my next video.